tell us what is necessary. From Stamford, Connecticut, tonight's market master, Peter Schiff, CEO and Chief Global Strategist for Euro-Pacific Capital. Peter, these are nervous markets. We're hearing this administration suggest that the debt markets are being destabilized by stalled debt negotiations in Washington. True or false?
I'd say false. I'd say, if anything, the debt market is being destabilized by the statements made by President Obama and Timothy Geithner that our bondholders are the low man on the totem pole. I mean, the only reason, and you hit the nail on the head in the last segment, this is all a smokescreen. The president is trying to create cover for what he wants to do, which is raise the debt ceiling. And so he's pretending if we don't raise it, that we have to default. We got plenty of money. What the president should be saying, if he really cares about our credit rating, is he should be assuring our bondholders that under any circumstances, or we will not default, that we will pay the interest payments no matter what. He can easily say that. Instead, he's trying to scare everybody into thinking we're about to default.
How would you characterize his statement, suggesting, as he did today, that that he can't guarantee those Social Security checks will be going out on August 3rd?
Well, again, he's trying to scare people into voting for an increase in the debt ceiling. But ultimately, Social Security has to be cut. It's not a function of what happens by August 2nd. We need to cut Social Security benefits. I mean, there's no money to pay them. But Social Security is not the only thing that would have to be cut.
Let's be clear.
But I would ask him.
Wait, because we're talking in the context of the debt negotiations. There's no money to pay them by 2037.
Yeah, I know. Well, what about those phony Social Security trust funds? Why doesn't he just tap into that? Is he admitting that there is no Social Security trust fund? That there's no money there?
I'm not sure quite what he's admitting, because one of the difficulties here is that this is a president who is insisting on tax increases. Your judgment.
Well, tax increases aren't going to do it, and the ones he's talking about are tiny anyway. If we're going to solve this problem by raising taxes, we're going to have broad-based tax increases on the middle class, and that's no good. So what we need is real spending cuts. But, you know, the real economic disaster is going to come, but it's not because we fail to raise the debt ceiling, but because we succeed.
And if we do indeed raise the debt ceiling without significant reductions in federal spending, what will be the impact in the debt markets, not only here, but around the world?
Well, eventually, we're going to run into another barrier. Right now, the debt ceiling is our own ceiling on how much we're willing to borrow. But pretty soon, our creditors are going to put a ceiling on how much they're willing to lend. And that's the ceiling that we can't get through. And we've already warned them that if we can't borrow more money, we're going to default. We've acknowledged we're running a Ponzi scheme. Why anyone in the world would want to own our bonds is beyond me. You're talking about downgrading Ireland or Italy or Portugal. They should be downgrading the U.S. to junk, because President Obama has admitted that our bonds are junk.
And that, well, he's admitted.
Yes.
He's given them every reason to believe that, instead of, as you put it, reassuring them, as he should, as President of the United States. Peter Schiff, as always, great to have you with us. Thanks for being here.